Good morning.
Let's get down on the good news train and have your morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Get the 311 before the morning's done. Laugh until you cry. You can always rely on morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Morning coffee with Mario.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Mario, the show where people who sometimes don't shower for days somehow manage to get up and put on a tie. So here I am for you. So give it up for Morning Coffee. Freshly dressed, perfumed. I'm Mario Hemsley, and I do this show, and I do it with the help, if you want to term it that, the help of some other very sophisticated individuals. Though I built this ship, and I know it like the back of my hand, the person who drives this ship, the mysterious machine known simply as mood control, the person at the helm is the man that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Victor Allen. Long tapery fingers.
Let me say this. Watch this. Mic dropping and everything.
Yes.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I know that this is the day after Pork Rib Fest. Okay? And I need for you guys to address the issue that you guys had half a cow in the stove and didn't tell nobody.
You know, it was all Amari's fault, as everything. But Amari Bakari, the man who comes here today with a full-length show prepared for you, he has everything prepared. He yesterday actually called me and to wake me up, and he had reminded me of the previous day of his love of pork. Now, we weren't talking about women at the time. We were actually talking about culinary items. And so, when he mentioned his love of pork, and I said, well, I know I've seen some of the women we talked to online.
Oh, that's wrong.
Just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
just kidding.
I'm out of that camera
I'm just
shot.
kidding. I said, we talked to some goats, too. And I said,
Oh, my God.
Pigs and ghosts.
But that's okay. Well, I'm saying that in joke because it was that kind of weekend, and Omari be telling you, we was looking rough ourselves. So when I tease the ladies, I'm only saying we was rough because we was men watching NBA.
And Vic was trying to get us to go live all weekend, as bad as we were looking.
That's right.
Yes, I was.
No, we were going NBA all weekend long, and we did a pork fest, and so everybody take a moment to acknowledge Omari Bakari, the
wait.
man who brings the pork. Give it up. He's the man who brings pork.
You
Give
did
it
a
up.
lot of work, too. So, there's a lot of pork, but a lot of work going on.
But the ribs, okay, you guys, I had to cook ribs, and Omari brought the ribs. The game was coming. I had to do my quick ribs. Now, I don't know if y'all know about the quick ribs, but I did the quick ribs. Convection oven, 400 degrees, the whole way. The whole way.
But it was the rub. The rub was the whole key.
He talking about the rub. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. We talking about for the ribs.
He rubbed it down.
We rubbed the ribs. We rubbed the ribs lovingly, and there's some ribs left today.
If you guys could talk about women the way you talk about ribs, they'd all be happy.
Lord.
Like I said, we was looking rough. Gorillas in the midst. I don't know what. I know how it was, but anyway, I'm dressed for you today. Alexa's here. Alexa, sing "Good Morning." Alexa, sing "Good Morning."
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
She seemed a bit reluctant on that. Alexa, some days we don't feed her. We don't feed her. We try to give her encouraging words from time to time, but we don't feed her. And Alexa, some days it's not.
I don't think Alexa eats pork.
That's sacrilege.
The AI is not a swine-eating technology.
Well, can you just chew on it a little bit? You don't have to swallow.
Alexa, do you eat pork?
Alexa, do you eat pork?
Pork is generally considered an edible food. Always contact a healthcare professional for specific concerns about allergies or dietary restrictions.
Okay, well,
See,
speaking of healthcare
This
professionals,
is one of those women that just talks too much.
we done see
You
you gonna get us
you
in
ask
trouble.
her all that.
We already said, and I was just joking about the bigness, because we the bigness too. But I want you guys to see some of the stuff that comes across my desk. As some of you may know, I am a physician, and I do get the physician things, and I read. And so this one comes from Medscape. Now, Medscape is a place where a bunch of us do our online continuing education. It's a pretty legitimate place. Tons of doctors use it. And here's an article that came out on Medscape. I want you to see. Here's the article that came out on Medscape. It's about the FDA has cleared panties that could reduce sexually transmitted illnesses during oral sex. See, I want you to understand, as a doctor, I want you to know they got professional people who sit around thinking up this shit, okay? They got nothing better to do. So they designed some panties, like we needed this. I want you to think, they just sitting there one morning, having some oatmeal, and they said, oh, we need some panties that can reduce sexually transmitted illnesses that are transmitted during oral sex. Now, that's a whole nother discussion in and of itself about sexually transmitted illnesses occurring during oral sex. Okay? Because it ain't what you think, okay? So that ain't really the way.
I just gotta ask.
So you asked at the time.
I just gotta ask. Are these panties edible?
I didn't see that. But these are panties. Someone came up with panties that you should wear during oral sex.
Okay.
Just give it up for that. Give it up.
Oh, okay. I have to do this because sometimes
Panties you wear during oral. I thought the whole idea of oral sex was to get them out the panties.
we have an update from PMC. Now, this is going to be a good one because he says, tell Mario, I have no audio on his Facebook, on Mario's Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. So this is the opportunity.
Well, because the audio looks good on the other stuff.
Right. If there's anyone else, put in the comments.
Okay, I'll restart my Facebook.
Yeah.
But how does he know it's not his computer?
That's exactly where I was going.
Hey, PMC, how do you know it's not your computer? No, I got to check it.
Right.
I got to check it, y'all. Stuff's getting weird. Meanwhile, order some of these panties. So you can have just what I needed, some panties for women to wear. Now, I guess men could wear them, but that'd be another story.
I need to read the article because
Read the
I didn't
article.
get. My question
Well-
was never answered. Are the panties edible?
I don't think so. I don't know, and
Or was it-
and we know for you this is a crucial discussion, and we need to get this information over to Omari.
At least explain the value, the safety that's involved in anti-STD panties.
That's right. They reduce. I can give you some panties that will reduce your risk to zero. They'll be made out of iron. have a lock and key.
Whatever you did worked.
I didn't do anything. See, I didn't do anything, ladies
Right.
and gentlemen. The show gets better for nothing.
So
That's what you
PMC.
know.
So PMC,
Kinda like your
PMC,
mama.
Mario didn't do anything, man.
I didn't do anything. See, I told you to reboot. Okay, you know, today the story, we're going to have a bunch of stuff today. Omari Bakari, he's going to have a segment. He's trying to figure it out right now.
I got it.
You got it. Vic's got to say, Vic, Vic has the ethos. Now, I know you don't know. He does that on purpose to y'all. So he has the ethos. Vic, today in the ethos, what are we talking about in the ethos?
Well, my ethos.
Oh, who else's ethos? Ain't no
My
other ethos around here.
My ethos is actually going to be updated as we talk. I'm going to share with you that I am now fully infledged in TikTok, and that I think I may have a behavioral issue. We're going to find that out, and then hopefully, I have a uploaded entertainment piece that's at 94% right now. If it completes it, you guys will get to see it. So I'm estimating that you guys will get a part 2 of last week. entertainment live performance. I'm hoping for that. And
So-
then I'm going to show you the biggest link to see if these brothers who are on dating apps
I had a different visual when you said that. When you said the biggest link, I had a whole different visual.
See, leave
And
it
about
alone.
half of the South
Leave it alone.
started sweating.
See, leave it alone.
That was the biggest link. Will
Right.
Chamberlain's in the house.
Right. Right.
Who
Now,
you got?
For a lot of
Oh,
people,
the big-
a lot
oh,
of people
okay.
don't know. They're going, who's Will Chamberlain?
Well, they say, well, everybody got their version of the biggest link. Pete Davidson.
Oh, God, jeez.
That's what I hear. It's
Okay.
Pete. It's Pete.
Right.
We
Now-
had Tommy Lee.
Now, for these brothers, because these 10 sites updated for June 2022 are the top 10 dating online sites, and they have speciality. And I want to see which one is. It's an unbelievable link. When Mario sees the link, he's going to say, damn, Vic, couldn't you kind of squeeze it in a little bit? But that's okay. So when we get to that part, these brothers will give you the real on where is the best place to go. All on you, man.
We know
Both of us said,
the
That's
best
right.
place to go.
The best place.
The best place.
the grocery store.
That's, ooh.
Okay. Now, Mari, what you going to talk about in the Omari section?
I'm going to talk about conversations that the three of us have been having in terms of us developing the partnership with Pax Stereo and Dips Technology, some upcoming podcasts for Blacks in Technology, the LA chapter, and since the topic of cryptocurrency is going to come up, I'm going to discuss cryptocurrency and cannabis.
Okay. All right. So today we're going to be talking about online dating and cryptocurrency, but you know, I like to always get you in the right mood with a musical interlude. So today we'll once again rely on our artificially intelligent Alexa. Rap.
Got my mind on a number, lucky number of mine. 3.14159. My day is pi day, diameter, circumference, infinite, irrational, without an encumbrance. Going round in circles, a revolving door. Feeling transcendental over 3.14. I'll take a slice of that never-ending pie, a never-ending slice. Oh me, oh my.
Yeah, Alexa. Baddest thing since Eminem. Baddest thing since Eminem. But are you ready? I think you ready. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the good news, the bad news, the other shit. The good news, the bad news, and the other shit. Yeah. Yes, today is different. Some days it's the good news and it's the bad news, but today is definitely other shit. Let's talk about online dating and cryptocurrency. People say online dating and cryptocurrency, what have they got to do with each other? Let me tell you, way more than you think. You may not realize this, but the phenomena of our time is romance-related scamming on the internet. Let me say it again. The happening of our time is romance-related scamming on the internet. It's going crazy right now. Absolutely crazy. And let me tell you, I'm going to reveal, I like to reveal, not that kind of reveal, but I'm going to reveal what happened to me. Because I had 3 scams that cost me money. 3. Okay? And they were very, very sophisticated. So I want you to know, because I want you to beware, because where I lost money, you might just save some money. And because romance-related scams are everything out there. Okay? Romance. Now, Victor Allen, previously, Vic, you brought up in one of our other shows about the incidents of discussions of cryptocurrency with online dating.
Yeah, it is like about 90% of the introductions, if it's not crypto first and how are you, it's the next line. They can't even get past that. It is kind of like the gateway to further conversations, and in all facets, even through spamming on my phone. social networks, you name it. I mean, Mario, it's an understatement when you said it's not crowd control, it's a wave.
Because I got to give you an evaluation of the sheer numbers. I did a count. Where's my phone? Okay, because I'm trying to see if I can pull up WhatsApp on the computer screen. I should have did it ahead of time, but on my phone, I think I have talked to, initiated contact with, whatever way you want to call it. I counted 63 people, of which I am talking to 4 now. 63. I've cussed out about 5. Cussed out. Yeah, straight up, you don't want to hear it. Straight up, cussed out 5. But believe me, they needed it. Believe me, you got like, Mara, who would I cuss out? Come on. Come on. I'm just saying, they needed it, you guys. They needed it.
Right.
So, but I can tell you, okay, here's the thing. And I'll give you the first off comparisons. Online dating has a lot to do with where you do it. If you do online dating at Match.com where people have to pay, the kinds of profiles that you see are totally different. If you do online dating at Facebook dating where people do not have to pay, then you're going to run into a whole different thing. That doesn't mean that it's an endorsement of Match. I'm just suggesting that the variable that is that you have to pay, the fact that you have to pay to be on Match, that means you get different people on Match. Now, to give you the difference, you scroll through Match looking at your matches, some of that might make you want to just go have a drink. Okay, you just want to go. You go through your matches on Match. At my age, 65, and you want to drink.
So, are you saying that there's less scamming on Match than on a free site?
It is my impression. I haven't had any scamming on Match.
Because I noticed that when reading the profiles of a lot of women on Match, most of them, the majority of them, close their profile statement with a comment to having something to do about being scammed. It seems like every woman's profile that I've read on that site are sensitive or mentioning that they're aware of scams taking place.
You know, and as a man, I don't know, see, we in that other group. Vic, me, I don't know about Amari. You know, we in that group. Women never give us money. They never. Have they ever given you money? Look at us. We like, no, we don't get Rolexes. We don't get credit cards. I don't know. I guess how they do it. I mean, we've been told we have some good skills, but that never was good enough for them to start handing over dollars.
It wasn't a payday.
It wasn't a payday.
Yeah. No.
So we didn't have that. So I wonder when they get scammed. But let me tell you this. A lot of the scamming that involves the cryptocurrency relates to romance and sex. Okay? So again, I told you Match was told. Let me tell you what happens on Facebook dating. Facebook dating, I would estimate my interaction has been 90% unproductive, more. Okay? Because what percentage are write out fakes? Maybe 80%? That high? Okay, and then of the fakes, how many of those are scammers? The typical scam is they get to know you, then it's like, this is what I'm doing, and do you want to invest in what I'm doing? I'll tell you my secret. And they'll show you some receipts showing how they make money and saying how much they enjoy you, just met you, you so wonderful to meet you. And because you're so wonderful, they're going to let you know how they make money online and allow you to. Okay? So that's the way it starts. Okay? So be very wary. And let me tell you what's interesting. These women will bring up cryptocurrency in the first few conversations. You know what's a trip? Because some of we're going to have to deal with some of the nationalities straight up because there's more stuff coming from some places than others. It's just true. So I've never had women so forward about asking for everything. They almost ask for your credit report, right?
Wow.
In other words, in some cultures, okay, a lot of Asian cultures, they discuss before you date. I guess they want to make sure you are the right class. They want to know all your money stuff before you date. Then they decide if you could date. Just like I had a bunch of them crack who hit me up, but they're afraid to meet in a public place. I said, wait a minute. Because, you know, I'm cool with cultural variety, but then I'm going to go like, I don't give a shit at a certain point. So, because then maybe you need to change your cultural shit.
So
Every culture got some stuff that need to change. So when you're afraid to meet a grown man in a public place in Los Angeles, California, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Does anybody else got any suggestions? When they say, oh no, we need to chat for 2 weeks. And then here's what happened to me. You chat with him for 2 weeks, you finally do a video chat, and you don't want it no more.
right.
I had 2 of them this past week and been chatting to me for 3 weeks. And finally we get to do the video chat, and I'm sitting there going, I would need $10. I would need $10.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
I would need 10. It would cost me 10. It would cost me 10. So I'm just saying, I'm trying to get it up. Some of them, you know, I'm just saying. So that's why I'm in favor of meetings. See, I like the U.S. way. We talk a little bit, then we want to meet. Because we want to see if there's some magic. If there ain't no magic, we might as well move on. These babes want to chat for 3 weeks, and then when you see them, you go, oh. See, like we could have stayed at the club. We could. I'm just saying. So then they want to do this. So I got taken 3 times. Now let me tell you how sophisticated mine were, because there's different ways. One of the ways that I got taken is the way a bunch of y'all gonna get taken. A bunch of it is sham brokerages. It's not the actual dealing in the cryptocurrencies that's fake. The brokerage is fake. The brokerages are unsecured brokerages. So if you start up a brokerage overseas, you could look like you legitimate, and one day you get people to invest. You just take their money, just go home. Ain't nobody to argue with.
Wow.
There's no regulation, nothing. I signed up because one babe said, let's sign up for there, we're going to do this trading. I signed up with TD Ameritrade, right? Because this babe, oh, we're going to do this, I'm doing this, I'm going to do this. I watched it, it was good, I read about it, everything. But she said, let's join here at TD Ameritrade because I get a little commission. But that TD Ameritrade, which looked just like TD Ameritrade, was not TD Ameritrade. I put in like $5K. I'm looking for the money. I'm not finding it. I could log in on my TD Ameritrade app. I don't see shit. I'm saying, but I just put $5,000 in. So then I called TD Ameritrade and tell them, I said, well, I just put $5,000 in, TD, Where's it? Where's my money? She said, well, let me check. I gave her all the stuff. She was typing and doing stuff, and about 5 minutes later, she kept me on the phone. She said, sir, I'm sorry to inform you, that's not us. That TD Ameritrade place that you signed up for actually was initiated in November of 21.
Damn it.
So when I tried to get my money out, guess what? I couldn't get my money out. And then here's what, and then because they tried to tell me I owed them money. I wrote them. This is where I went to. I'm sorry. I went to the other side. Because I said, not only am I not paying you motherfuckers, fuck you, you cheats and crooks. I'm gonna post it all online. They don't care.
They don't.
They got the money. Now let me tell you, that's what a bunch of it is. And here's what's so bad. Your cousin will send you a link saying, I'm making money at this. And the link he sends you will be to a bad brokerage. They even, okay, let me tell you, I had one woman the first one that worked me, she must have been affiliated with the brokerage. Because she got me to put in, and I must have lost by now 20 grand that I'm willing to speak of. This other one taught me into putting in like 10 grand, and then she matched it with 50 grand. I'm looking at all this, and then it went up. Okay, I can't even tell you how much money I made. Okay? Then when it was time to get it out, here they go. Here they go. So watch out for Sunny, SUNNY, Forex Limited. The ones that I got that got me, this stuff is, they talking about this online. So let's be good. Let's be clear. It's not so much your cousin's fault that he or she got scammed, but that's how they passing it on. All of these things, there's so many. In other words, the number of scam brokerages far outweigh the legitimate brokerages. So when you go to put your money online, be careful. I can tell you this, and the fake, okay, I go, okay, what happened was I'm on Facebook dating, right? And I think you got to do volume because it's bullshit, right? So you got to do volume dating because there's so many fake people. You need to be chatting with 15 because they're mostly fake. You got to be sorting through. So I'm just hitting up pretty women. Just, X or heart, pretty, barely reading. I had 3 of them hit me back within 5 minutes, Chinese, with the exact same message. Chinese characters, how are you, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. Some of them have the same profile. If you see anybody that talks about we should be each other's allies on the battlefield of love and then build a house together, anyone who says that, they fake.
So it sounds like they've created bots that respond to replies on these apps.
Bots sort of don't help you because no bot that I know can emulate the human interaction to this degree. No, these are people who are sitting there all day. And let me tell you something else that they're talking about. They're talking about the long-term investment. Watch me. In other words, what they're finding is that people will set up and do long-term scamming. They will work on you for 6 months. Certainly long enough for you to let your guards down. They won't try to get you. They will literally talk and chat with you for 2 or 3 months, sometimes before they even bring up any finance. But then the finance is going to come up. So the problem is, it's a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm looking at my archive conversations. These people are so full of shit. Okay, I'm going to show you the full of shit ones because I don't care about their pictures. Full of shit ones. Let me see if I can show you. Okay. Now, and all the full of shit ones ain't Asian, but if they're Asian, be really cautious. It's like the Nigerian, So I'm just saying, this is some of that stuff. Some of them, what are you doing? How much do you make? Some of them, because in these other cultures, they're more open. They go like, well, how much money do you make? I guess you must have a good income. That's what they say in chat. And some people, how about this? I've never been asked so many times about what my hobby is. Now, I'm kind of a different person. So when you ask me what is my hobby, I kind of go like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I do a bunch of shit. Are they hobbies? Other people say, some of these babies like, my hobby is traveling, shopping, and cryptocurrency. I would have dropped her ass right there. Traveling is not a hobby. I love to travel. It's not a hobby. Shopping, dear bitch, is not a hobby. Okay? And money certainly is not a hobby. If your hobby is money, what the hell am I doing with you? Imagine that some babe you meet, Vic, she say, hey, my hobby is money. Hey, you know what Amari told me? Amari told me? He said, no, their hobby isn't money, their hustle
It's money.
is money.
That's
So when you meet these babes, I'm gonna tell you, I got Tiz Zhang, Leah. I met this one babe. This was funny. She sent me a video. I wonder if I have the video. Leah Niger, because she was trying to say her name to me. She said, Leah Niger. And she said, no, not Niger, not Niger. Okay. I said, what, nigger? She said, no, not Niger. I said, would you say a nigger? Which one is a nigger? She said, no, I didn't mean. So I just was messing with her. Because, I don't mind showing her they all fake. Look at this fake shit. Fake shit. All fake. I'm going to show all the fake ones so you can see what they go for. Fake. Let's show some other fake ones. Fake. And then they come on and they're like, oh, what are you investing in? Well, you know what I started telling them? I don't discuss finances till after we meet. And a bunch of them got huffy. What do you mean after we meet? I said, yeah, I don't discuss finances with. You say, well, you don't want to meet with strangers, but you will discuss your full bank account. How about this? I meet with strangers, but I don't discuss nary a financial thing with them. How's that? That's how we different. You want to discuss everything financial, background, mama, daddy, all that, but you can't meet. Okay, and I want to meet, and then I don't need to tell you about my daddy. Look at this. I'm investing in AI quantification. I make over 1,000 a day and share with my friends. Oh, bitch, please. Evelyn, Yumi, Kaz. Then here's the dumb ones. This is Marion with her. Can I get a picture of Marion? Marion was fine. Marion, if you believe her, she's from Kansas working in Tijuana. She's writing me, say, do you give money to women? Really? What do they do? She's like, write me. What do they have to do to get money? See, she's not that bright. Marion says, will you how many women do you give money to? I said, Marion, it's a weird conversation. She said, Marion's like, and Marion's fine, you ought to see her. Marion's like, well, how many women do you give money to? How much money do you give them, and what do they have to do? I'm like, well, Marion, you can start by sending me some different pictures. I'm just saying, hey, I'm up here. It's late at night.
Soul.
I ain't got nothing to do. Pornhub. I got the extra membership, but this is more personal. I said, you want to really chat from TJ, Marion, you might have to send a different picture set to get going. I don't know what to tell you. That one you sent, it may not be the most happening. Because look at this. I got Anna, Annie, Gabi, Alice, Bella, Bira, Emily, Lisa. I got a whole bunch of Lisa. Ting. I got a Ting, a Julin, a Isabella, Leslie. Man, I had 65.
And all of them on there hustling, huh?
Man, half of them so fake. The four I'm left with, the one I'm not going to show her because one of the ones I like now is this babe with an 8-month-old baby. One thing I will say, the women that have children, even though they can be scammers, is less women. But if you meet some fine woman who says she wants you to be the judge at a blowjob contest, okay, it's probably too good to be true.
So let me be the devil's advocate here. And this is why I think there is some AI involved in these scams and hustles, because I would think that to get to you, and if they were looking or monitoring your responses to some of these communications, to know that you were a physician and that you worked with children, and maybe now this child is a way to penetrate you, to get to you emotionally, because now they've connected with you on something that you've been passionate about your entire career. So you think that that's possible even in these?
Well, that's possible. I just don't know if it's productive. In the meantime that they're developing all that AI that they got to implement and they get me to go use, I could say you could just go on online dating, see every guy there who wants to date, and just chat with all of them. How long did that take? So while you laying out AI, while you laying it out, they talk to 500 dudes. and send them all pictures. Who you think gonna get further? See, I'm saying
Well, I think the collective data, though, the collective data from them running
I don't
these
think they need
scams.
to collect any data. The online dating site is giving you the data. The online dating site has already said here they are. They self identified as being in need of. You don't have to do any work. You don't have to do no work. Here, men, I want to meet somebody. Now send all of them a picture with a halter top. Let's see if you got the halter top picture, whatever. Let's send that out to 1,000 men and see you get 982 responses. And the other ones were blind. Okay, the other one. So that's what happens. So the bulk numbers. See, this is what's so interesting. That's why they're getting you. If they were coming after you with AI, they wouldn't succeed. You would recognize it in a minute. No, these are people who chat with you. People. And they are doing even long-term investments where they chat with you over weeks to months before they lay down. There is no AI I know. It's in the movies that does that. Okay? Someone needs to chat with you like a human being in a way that feels human. I have many robots. None of them talk to me like a human. None of them. Not yet. They're not even close. Siri ain't close. Alexa ain't close. Okay? So gathering data, you could just go on and pay the Facebook dating.
Well, I think
They'll give you the data.
I would question too if it's a free app versus a paid app. How much intelligence does the app manufacturer, the developer of the app, provide to? Because if it's a free app, it sounds like now this is a playground for hustlers. Let's go on this app that's free and let's hustle as many people as we can hustle.
Okay, so
So doesn't that make the app complicit?
one could make that argument. It's kind of hard argument to push all the way out because basically that's what all the online sites are about. Even our Neo-Latino site that we neglected. They went on there was hitting each other up. Okay?
It created its
So,
own life.
yeah, so wherever people meet, see, my point is, okay. Omari and I are both developer people. My thing is sometimes, I'll give you an example. Vic and I spent weeks on trying to get the phone to come through on the broadcast, and then Vic said, hold up the phone in front of the camera. Okay, I'm just telling you. Or he said we were having trouble with the phone calls, calling people live. Omar, he said do like this. Dial them on the phone and hold it right here. Hey, hi, how you doing? Oh, yeah, got a little while, yes, oh. I said, wow, that was wonderful. So we could, you know what, like I used to say at the hospital, some doctors make a diagnosis for $100 and some take $10,000 to make the same diagnosis. I said, that's the way it is.
Vic,
Yes, sir.
can you pick up?
Can you pick up?
Yes. Hey, man,
So anyway, but back to the online dating. Be careful. Okay, so to me, you just got to be 100% careful. If they bring up any kind of cryptocurrency, report them. They have a way. I've been reporting all the people now. Just go on and report them because I think they're going to fool a bunch of y'all. They're going to get you to invest. The biggest way now, see, people, when they don't ask you for money, no, they send you the brokerage link and say, hey, I just made $2,000 this morning. Look at this. And you say, well, you made $2,000 this morning? Yeah. Well, could you loan me 20? Could you loan me?
Shoot.
But no, they can't loan you now. But because what they'll do is they'll always like try to offer to buy you stock. They ain't gonna give you the money, but they will buy you some stock because they part of the whole thing. They buy the stock, they get to something because of that. Their whole thing is, I believe that the hustle is because of the numbers of women that I run into. I think their rooms, they think they work from home. The whole job is that their whole job is to get you to invest in legitimate ideas through illegitimate brokerages, right? So the idea will be real. The news on it will be real. Everything about it be real, and when you go to buy, your brokerage is a sham brokerage. Okay? And if you have a brokerage and most of them are overseas, they unregulated. Use American brokerage, but when you do that, you're going to see how limited you are because they don't have all the scam stuff.
Right.
So, and all the women are beautiful. Even though the body types are different, because that's what I was remarking. I'm a regular brother from L.A. And so those Chinese girls, they had the chest and they had these long legs, like legs for days. So, but that's not the deal breaker. But I'm just saying the cultural things are different. There are some cultural differences and about dating. And I must admit, even though I'm patient, I told him, I said, I'm willing to meet you in the middle. I'm not going to chat with you for a month to meet you for coffee, only to find out that I'm going to put you in the friend zone. Okay, see, that's the problem. I can be your friend. I'm cool like that.
Yeah.
I can really be your friend, but I'm looking for my wife. So if I get out there and look at you and it's friend, what's friend? It's friend. So I don't know what to tell you. Now that's a wasted 3 weeks. I could have seen our day. We would have said, let's talk, meet at the whatever. I would have seen you say, well, eat up, because that's the last time.
Somebody typed in the chat room to go to church.
Church got some good women. Do you know what? There's some studies done that the church-going women have a higher frequency of orgasm and sexual satisfaction. Do you know that?
I want you to pay attention to his face when you said that.
And people say, and maybe some people, there's a lot of theories, because they're more grounded, the way they choose their partner, they're happier in the relationships. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know there was some, and most of these studies, they need to be repeated, you guys.
But what about girls and women in the grocery store? Any studies on that?
That means they got some money to spend. I don't know if there's a study. You might have to be the first. Masters and Johnson, do you know how long ago that was? I go like, so the studies are all about asking people too. It's like all the studies are asking people, what do you do? And sometimes they may, I don't know, if they tell the truth or they don't. I'm just saying.
Ask Alexa.
Ask her what?
Is the grocery store a good place to meet a woman?
You ask her.
Alexa, is the grocery store a good place for a man to meet a woman?
Here's something I found on the web. According to yourtango.com, hands down, Whole Foods is the best grocery store to meet women in.
No shit.
Uh-oh. I thought it was Trader Joe's.
I was going to say Trader Joe's too. But so Whole Foods,
right.
Okay, so go to Whole Foods and meet women.
There you go.
They'll be healthy, less yeast
told you.
infections.
Wait a minute. Y'all not serving the women. Ask the question for the women.
Alexa, what is the best store in which to meet men?
Women to meet
I
men.
couldn't find any that meet your criteria. However, I found a few top-rated stores you could explore. There's ESO 1 Books, 0.8 miles away on Degnan Boulevard, Baldwin Hills Crenshaw, 0.9 miles away on West Martin
You're
Luther
trying to
King
sell us the
Boulevard.
Esau. She's trying to sell us the
0.9 miles
Esau.
away.
Said the
Crenshaw
women were
Boulevard.
smart. They want to meet you at the bookshop,
Alexa,
the library.
says Amari Super, what's the best place for men to meet women?
Here's something I found on the web. According to reference.com, good places to find women looking for men include fitness clubs, home improvement stores, upscale bars, bookstores, and private parties hosted by friends.
Well, we hit, okay, so that's the point.
Whole
We
Foods.
Whole Foods. We hit the
Whole
points.
Foods.
We tell you beware of online dating scams. Remember, that's the hottest thing happening right now. It's the hottest. Reports are coming out. Romance-related online cryptocurrency scams. Google it. Online dating cryptocurrency scams. It's the hottest thing. They meet you, tell you to come invest with them. The brokerage is shaky. They're not asking you to give them no money. They basically come at you like this. I'm rich, bitch. Okay? I'm trying to help you out by letting you invest with me. Okay, so you can invest with me if you can put some of your, how much you got? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't. Then they tell you the shit about, oh, it's okay that you have limited funds.
Yeah.
Just go on and take your poor little
Take it.
money you made working down there at IHOP and go and invest it here, and you can be like me one day. And I might just give you some or let you see something.
You know what I'm going to do, Mario? I'm going to build an app for men. And this app will let men know what grocery stores are packed.
And if you need an app to find that out,
You ain't a word hurt, man.
we're going to collect you.
Whole
We're going to
Foods.
collect you because we
Which
got
Whole Foods
Yeah, we
is
got
we at?
bridges to sell you. I got some cryptocurrency to sell you.
That's the online
got some
scam. That's the
crypto.
online scam.
I got some.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I hope that was enlightening because I know a bunch of y'all dating and now you looking funny at your date, but that's okay. I went through 60 some women. Okay, I'm saying out of 60 some, you guys, like 4, really? 4. Okay, I'm just saying, man, and they so full of it. And some of them are not bright and you get it right off the bat. Okay, I'm just saying, but anyway, but we getting ready to have another segment of the show. This is a segment that's also designed to be informative. It's one that's been designed and developed. It is the brainchild of Omari Bakari. But we're going to come and join Omari right now for a moment and let him tell us. So let us join Omari. Oops, let us join. Can't even work this shit anymore. Let's go with Omari. We're going to sit and talk.
Sipping. Morning coffee with Mario.
Sipping and schmoozing, getting to know you one question at a time. Alright.
give it Omari.
Sipping and schmoozing, talking about whatever it is we like.
Remember to dress appropriately.
Politics, religion, the human condition, music and fiction, your new addiction. Sipping and schmoozing, getting to know you one question at a time.
We're going to know about the black people, what they're doing.
Sipping and schmoozing, talking about whatever it is we
I
like.
love black people.
Sipping and schmoozing, sipping and schmoozing, sipping and schmoozing, sipping and schmoozing.
Ladies and gentlemen, now's our quality time with Omari Bakari. Give it up.
Yes, good morning. You know, I really like that. Sipping and schmoozing. That was cool. So, a couple of things that we have coming up. We're in discussion about the partnership with Pax Stereo and Dips Technology and how we're going to actually add value to a couple of projects and products we're about to introduce to the marketplace. One of them being the Sankofa Digital Network. It will feature a two-sided marketplace, coupon-driven, and it's also a loyalty program. But we'll be setting up live stream channels to businesses to come on board with the network. So that's one of the projects we're working on developing. We're also in deep discussion about audiences and where to target, where your audience is, and how to stream and communicate directly with those audiences. So in the upcoming week, I think you'll see a lot more of Vic and Mario and myself actually having these discussions and working through the process of what this all is going to look like. And then I also want to remind you guys, we got some interesting, an exciting program coming up that we're looking forward to streaming from East Towson, historic East Towson, Maryland, one of the oldest black communities in the state of Maryland. So they have a Juneteenth program that we're Pax Stereo and Diffs Technology will be assisting them in streaming their event. And I think that'll be posted. We'll be posting a lot of that, most of that on YouTube. So that's where you'll be able to find it.
And again, East Towson is the area connected primarily historically to a very hard plantation
Yeah.
that actually had in their whatever legal legacy documents, whatever, that black people were never to own land or their children could not own land. And it's actually East Towson, the story, as I remember you reported to me, is the fact that the community is finally coming to grips with their history and attempting, this is what makes it good though, they're actually attempting to do something to make amends.
Yes. And it's a lot of work that's going on there, and I hope it becomes like the template for what can happen across the country with some of these other communications. And to me, it's a form of reparations when we can have these conversations and we can create all the. So what these universities have, what the plantation, the state park have, they have the physical grounds, and what Mario was referring to is what's called the Doctrine of Exclusion. It was written in 1635, and what it said was that no black person, their children, or their children's children could ever own or participate in the wealth of the state of Maryland. Well, on this particular plantation,
The whole state of Maryland.
the whole state of Maryland. On this particular plantation, the Hampton plantation, it was the first place that I saw that doctrine was actually incorporated, because on the deed to that land, the owner of the land, Wrigley, said that no African, their children, or their children's children could ever own that land. So when the land was donated to Goucher College, the current president just made the decision that they wanted to start correcting the wrongs that this family had committed. And this particular plantation, the Hampton plantation, was one of the, one of the most punishable plantations around, because other slave owners would bring their enslaved people to this plantation to have them disciplined. So a lot of work is going into that, working with the churches, working with the organizations to collect the data, because what the community has is the stories. And what you see on the internet today, people are actually telling stories. They're sharing these stories. And statistics show that our people use the internet to share stories more than anybody else. And so what we're learning and what we're applying with Pax Stereo and Diffs Technology is how to actually capture, document, film, and share these stories to the audiences that want to engage them. So that's what we have coming up in the future, and based on the creative person here, Vic, you'll be seeing a lot more of these discussions online. And in the next week, I'm going to introduce podcast calendar for Blacks in Technology, our LA chapter, Sankofa Digital Network, and how businesses can actually, we're going to do a step-by-step how you could actually take our products and use them to help grow and expand your business and your brand. And we'll also have another podcast that deals with our nonprofit organization, the Umoja Group, and you'll watch us actually build a community center, a community media center, step by step. So those are the things that we'll be discussing in the upcoming weeks, and the schedule will be out, and you'll be able to go to my site and actually get them. I know you want me to name my site, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it yet. But when we debut it, I will let you know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Mario Bakari. We're going to take a quick musical interlude break, and then we're going to be coming back for Victor Allen's Ethos while you Google that word, so you can be ready Remember, Victor Allen's Ethos coming up, so get dressed appropriately. Get your robe open, and we're going to be having that. You get ready. But till then, enjoy
Playing
this.
from Mario's iPad.
We don't care where it's playing from. Jeez.
You've been exposed.
You've been exposed.
And Mario, save my ethos page one more time, bro.
And your feet up, shoes off, kicking on back. Late night staying up, writing these raps. Ain't go spend the summertime soaking up the sun. Now I'm jet black, yeah, I think I got enough. On the tops, flip flops, like pink so soft, small braids, Kool-Aid, melon in the shade. Cute boys, first jobs, divas being snobs. Telephone, internet, computer, blah, blah, blah. Barbecues, boo parties, overnight stays. Little drinking, little kissing, playing these games. Boys trying to bag him, then the next day brag him, but you didn't want to kiss him cause he had that dragon. Laughing till you pee, hoping homies don't see. Cut a little grass for some gas money. Chilling at the malls, getting sticky with the paws. You did it for the rush like a rebel with no cause. Rebel with no cause, rebel with no cause. You want attention,
If
so
you
you
going out,
looking
you
for
going out.
applause. See,
Bring
we
your
was
ice
a law,
cream.
didn't have a clause. It was the summertime to us, it had a flaws. Rebel with no cause, rebel with no cause. You want attention, so you looking for applause. See, we were the laws, didn't have a clause. It was the summertime to had no flaws. And yo, posted at the hoop court 3 straight hours. White mini skirts with the airbrush flowers. We went to cheer the lads and they appreciated that. And he would almost die when he let you wear his cap. You might have told a lie and abbreviated facts if you came home late and were accused of being baked. Me, I didn't smoke smoke, mama, I swear. She's only gonna judge me and you know it ain't fair. Trips to the beauty shop, keeping fresh hair. Blowing $80 at the damn state fair. Beach body surfing with the abs looking perfect. Hitting all the clubs, getting love on the surface. From ice cream cones to the Starbucks stones to your new best friend to your breakup song. They all play out like your favorite days. We love the summertime and it ain't gonna change. Rebel with no cause, rebel with no cause. You want attention, so you looking for applause. See, we were the laws, didn't have a clause. It was the summertime to us, it had no flaws. Rebel with no cause, rebel with no cause. You want attention, so you looking for applause.
I thought you was getting a third cup of coffee.
Didn't have a clause. It was the summertime to us.
Everybody know Mari's taking all the coffee. I didn't say nothing. 'Cause I know he has restless nights.
I have no shit. I want
What I see, they in there. They say they in there. All right. We're having some technical issues here. Technical issues. That was one of them. Well, everybody, we have some technical issues here, but we're adjusting to it right now. It seems that one of my implants has prematurely expanded, and now I'm having difficulty navigating behind the desk. So, but that's okay. Soon it'll be better, and we'll be ready to go. We're tapping into the, everything has an app. Everything has an app today. You just go into the implant app and tell it down, boy, and everything gets better. So, in a minute. But until that time. So we're getting ready for Victor Allen's Ethos. And it's amazing to us that now that we're changing the format for morning coffee, that it's actually been so well received by you all. So thank you. Those of you who have opinions, feel free to write us. we really go round and round with the kind of things to talk about here. You have three different minds, all of which are giving you their own perceptions of what needs to be talked about. And we don't feel the need at all to re-report. We don't feel the need. If you need re-reporting, then there's other places for you to go to hear the actual story. You can go and look all those places. We are interpreting those things just like you are. And right now in this world, there's a lot of things to interpret. The political events have actually led to a time that's unprecedented. Right now, you're facing a worldwide economic crisis. Worldwide. Okay? The cryptocurrency thing could end up being part of a big collapse. Terra, the third largest cryptocurrency, recently collapsed. Okay? And it was supposed to be what they called a stable coin. Even though it was backed by an algorithm, it wasn't backed by dollars. But it collapsed. People lost billions. Okay? So now the question is, how secure is anything? Crypto.com, I don't know how many of you guys have accounts at Crypto.com. I had a credit card with them, a debit card, that I had to put $4,000 in their hands for 3 months. And they gave me a debit card. They gave you your money back with interest, and they give you a debit card. The whole idea, if you let them use the money for 3 months, they're going to give you a debit card that you can use with the account with no fees, and also with 3% return on purchases. So it's your debit card, you load it up, they gave you interest on the $4,000, and then you get 3% back on your purchases. Well, guess what? They just dropped that to 2%. They used to give you 6% when you put money in a flexible account, just to sit there. You could put it in there and pull it in and out. They dropped that to 1.5%. Now, before you get crazy, a bunch of you are realizing that your bank is giving you 0.5%. 0.5%. Okay? So this is what is occurring today. You have financial crisis going on around the world. Okay? COVID made all of that worldwide worse because it affected everybody's ability to function worldwide. So the financial, the COVID, then the political upheaval, Putin's really stupid war with Ukraine, a reminder of how tribalism still exists in the modern day, because that is certainly another tribe. When the Russians versus the Ukrainians, ask them about the ethnic differences. That's why it makes it easy to kill them, to bomb them, because they have ethnic differences that are long-standing. Usually you were killing the people next door to you. Okay? That's the way it is most parts of the world. So Ukraine and Russia are no different. And here we find ourselves right there. Taiwan faces an imminent invasion by China. This is a treaty long recognized. It's supposed to be part of their country. I don't see the United States allowing us. By the way, go look at some of these international courts. You'll find that the U.S., who actually participated in those and helped set them up, we can't be brought before the international court. They made sure of that during the civil rights movement. So the same courts that hold all these other countries responsible, well, guess what? The U.S. cannot be brought up in front of them because the U.S. pays for it. So the world is a different place. Let us know what you, our listeners, want to see, hear us talk about. We'll pay attention, sort of. I mean, we'll pay attention. I don't mean we're going to do it, but we'll pay attention. It's like your parents. They'd ask you your opinion, and they wanted you to get it out really quick. Get it. What's your opinion? Hurry up. Okay, thank you. So that's the way we feel, too. So, anyway. Pat Stereo. All right, I think it's that time, ladies and gentlemen, that time that we love, that we sit and wait for.
Oh no, they're waiting for y'all stuff.
Huh?
they got it.
What?
That crypto insurgent.
Victor Allen's
I like it right there. I don't
Man,
even need
everything,
claps.
all my stuff is mouth.
I don't even need claps, man. I'm good. My first responsibility is to my social media group. Hey, you guys, if you want to see the broadcast display mode with referencing, you know where to go, packstereo.tv/watch, or you could go to Twitch, Packstereo TV Twitch, or you can go to Facebook. You can just stay your asses right here. I see you. I got nothing but love for you. Mario, I have to do that. I have to agree. I have to agree. These are my peeps. All right. So, all right. After I got downloaded all the stuff that you guys had me do, I went into a crisis. After I got the crypto and the data, I was going, we need hope on the horizon. Mario did a great job of doing that. And so I want to encourage people to have a option of how you deal with those people that's coming with the money. Send them to TikTok. Send them to TikTok.
Send them.
Send them to see Mario got it. Send them to TikTok. And try to figure out a way to run that game. I want to see how successful they are, because you know it's a different language at TikTok. They just say, you can't hide behind this. We need to see you, right? See you, be you. Well, I think I got caught up in the see you, be you, because I realize that sometimes you get hooked, and TikTok got her and she got me. Now, what do I mean by that? Is it TikTok, or is it just the way people conduct themselves? Y'all need to come to the other side. It's how they conduct themselves. So, we have a infamous young lady named VR, and I discovered that while I was watching, I think somebody was watching me. You know why? Notice lately, Mario, the deck has been developed, and it's outside my window.
Yes, sir.
Guess how I get greeted sometimes when I don't know?
Not squirrel.
See, stop. And guess I get. Now listen, now you guys. I sometimes walk out of my bathroom straight into this area and forget that sometimes people say hello right there in the window opening. So the other day, I was.
You flashed them?
If I did, they deserve it. Okay, they deserve it. Now, here's the thing. Guess who almost got me one time? Tina. The last visit. Surprised that I'm telling you.
She probably looking in the window.
So wait. So here's the point.
Evil.
Sometimes we all do that sneak thing. We're not sneaking. We're watching stuff, but we want to do it solo. So while I was checking out this video, I think I was being watched. So rather than sit back and figure out what I was checking out, I just want to show you.
Let's see.
I'm watching her and someone's watching me. So let's just go on and give it a play.
Let's see it.
And see what's up. You know what I'm saying?
She's different.
Waiting to catch a ride. Am I the only one that can't stay off this app for more than 5 minutes?
You know, I feel somebody's watching me. I know the type that I like.
Yeah, chicken wing.
Someone different.
We're gonna ride on trees together and everything.
Somebody different.
They say blondes have more fun. I have a date tonight in the jungle.
Somebody who's willing to shake the trees. I know what time. So I just want y'all to know. Literally, y'all think I'm joking? As I was putting this together, I heard stuff on the deck. I really did. And I said, somebody's trying to scare me. Somebody's coming up. Somebody's doing something. So I just went and proceeded. Now, I made sure that I stayed away from anything that dealt with porn sites and stuff like that because, you know, people will scream on you, record video, then post it, and then you got it. You got it. So I just want you guys, challenged with your crypto insurgency that's happening. Come on
I
over.
said this the last time. She's fine.
Oh, man, she's beautiful, man. And has a great sense of humor. I'm not sure where the jungle boogie is coming from. But that's her.
She's fine. She makes it work. You gotta make that work, though. I like that.
Yeah, hey, listen. I just say this. Mario was, he's talking real talk. He says, it's a wave. 90%. They're hitting you. But then I said, you know, take them to TikTok. They meet you there. You can cut through halfway of the map.
That's true.
That's it.
Meet him at Tick.
Meet them at Tick. Right. All right. Now, I have my part two. Part two is that I want to give you a little something because these brothers are into music. And I said, you know, let me go on and say, you know, Hot and Cool Cafe, Darius Low Key. I said I was going to give you another song. And this one I like because it was talking about how he was, you know, basically sitting at a job. And he said, I quit. So let's just enjoy the music, man. It's called I Quit.
Oh man, I'm trying to.
So when I made that song called The Message, that was specifically me. And on my own, I've been on my shit. I worked all day long. I might lose my grip. Where did I go wrong? How did I end up here? I just want to go home way far away. Fuck nonsense. Niggas always the same. No matter what the fuck I do, it don't relate to you. Cause you just came in for food. Post a song on the gram. Got a few hundred grand. Fuck your boys after this shit don't fit up on my damn head. Fuck lady can't come, man. Let it come my damn head like this. They didn't know how I'm dressed. Cause my shirt say black and blessed. Not scared of a risk. If all I can fuck the rest, look. I've been on my shit. Niggas sold the PlayStation, can't afford a vacation. Niggas can't afford a vacation. No games, no games. Yeah. Don't change. Not to keep looking new yet. No, not too long praying. Baby girl, get free. I play on my knees, touch yourself with my right knees. Pray do the right things. Not about leave you. Not about them. Not about me. One thing I had to quit was doubting myself. We'll talk about it later, but imposter syndrome and shit, so I'm sitting here like, feeling like I got the stuff. I got the email that said like, yo, this is good enough for TV, bro. And I'm still like, I don't know. But like, what if I just do one and then nobody else uses it and shit? What if I'm out playing this shit in the bird and things just looking at me strange like, what am I gonna do? So, a lot of shit I had to quit. But I quit questioning God. I quit acting like there was something else I had to learn. I started just believing myself. And then for real, I really had to hop off the porch. make that decision that I was going to do it and didn't do it.
All right, you guys.
Yeah.
It was important because I know the value of live performances because Mario can harken back to the days where he was on the stage conducting the music he produced, wrote, and of course directed. And so this always keeps us in that lane where we say, you know, keep the arts and culture, but also keep the entertainment value there. You know, we never want to get out of that lane of going, let's be entertained or be entertaining. Now, I just want to go straight to the 10 best online dating sites, and I want you, Mario, because y'all going to take lead on this, I want you to read the specialty that they're
Oh, you
known
want me
for.
to read them?
Yeah, no. So watch this. When you go down to them, when you go down, it's going to say, when you click the link, that big ass link.
Oh, yeah, I did that already.
All right. You're going to see 1 through 10, and they have a specialty. And that specialty is just one line, and it's numbered. They go 1, 2, 3. And you just go in that and say what it is and see which one, Mario. You go, I like that one. I like that one. And that's all you got to do. So
You what? Well, why don't?
I'll take you through it. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
I don't know. I don't see what you said. But you
Right
want me to
there.
read them?
Yeah, I want you to. Watch when you get to number 1. It'll say, for example, it'll say, over 53 or 35 million users worldwide. And that second line, behavioral or something. That's that line that says that's that specialty. You see it?
Well, you can read it
No, okay, no problem. I'll do it.
because I'm
I'll do
not
it.
sure what you're trying.
Okay, don't worry.
So
I
these
got
are a
it.
bunch of ads.
Behavioral
okay.
matchmaking
Oh, so I see what you're saying. So
technology.
these are a bunch of ads.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
That. I know.
All right,
I know.
in
I-
order.
I'll read it. Don't worry about it. I like when Mario illuminates it, but I'm gonna do it for him. So number 1, is that pronounced Zeusk? Zosk? I don't know how it's pronounced. It's the first time I've heard of it. Now, it says over 35 million users worldwide, behavioral matchmaking technology. Anyone interested in behavioral technology? Anyone in this room find that is in their lane? Okay.
Well, this is the one. This is what's interesting about the dating sites, and it actually revolves around, to me, a degree of classism. If you went to college, that means something to you.
You're right.
If
right
you
now.
didn't go to college,
Watch this.
Yeah.
it doesn't mean anything. to
It
you.
doesn't mean. Watch
But if you went to college, it definitely means something.
Watch this. Number 2, elite singles. Their second line here is 85% of our members are university graduates.
That's where I'm
That's
getting
exact- That's exactly what.
Exactly. They said single professionals.
Right. That's,
So when you when you try to get in there and masquerade, see, this happen is some of you spell cat with a K and don't know the meaning of how to use a comma. You don't know there, and there, or two, and two.
Right.
When you go in there, you will be unmasked.
Yes. This is the you
Don't
filter. And you won't know that you will
Don't
be
go
read.
in there uneducated
Yes.
because you won't be able to pull off being educated.
I think they also the bold line next to each one of them kind of gives a description
Yes, it does.
of what they're about as well.
Right. It
That's
does.
probably why it's in bold.
See, y'all.
I like to tell people all the time, read the big type first.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I like to tell them, read the big type.
You see, it's
Work
wrong.
your way down to the
This is
small
wrong.
type.
This is wrong. You see, I knew he's gonna do
We
this.
just helped a bunch of people you don't realize
Oh,
just
no,
by
I
telling
got
them
it.
that.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, we did.
That's
Read
good.
the first line.
All right, now I'm gonna go over to number 3. 'Cause I'm gonna go through them quickly. eHarmony, it's I call it my second line here, but it's personality-based matchmaking. Anybody interested in personality?
They're getting ready to bring it down to the dumb for the average consumer.
Stop.
We match you fools.
Your
Watch
tattoo
this.
is like my tattoo.
Your tattoo like they tattoo.
They got
Both
it.
y'all got yeast infections.
This is so wrong. This is so wrong. See, they're reading
Herpes people should stick to each other.
Wait, I gotta go.
You crazy? I am too.
Yeah.
All right, go.
How
into-
about people from the pen?
you know what?
The dating site for people fresh
Wait a
out the
minute. But
pen.
hold up. Now, don't you think there's something interesting about a woman that would marry a man that's in prison? Like, you got 37 years in prison and you marry him?
Interesting may not be the word, but yes,
You know what?
there's
Stop.
something.
stop. Wait.
Something.
Let me get-
Interesting.
see,
I
now
don't-
you see. Now you see why. Now you see why I said if Mario reads this, I know where he's
The
going.
list is getting worse as we go down the list.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Wait a minute.
I'm kind of scared because Match ain't on there. I'm like, oh,
Personality
what the
based.
fuck did I get into?
Wait a minute.
Why
let
don't
me
we
get
match
there.
because of your credit rating? That's a good. I like match with people of your same credit score.
I tried. See, I knew I hit the fuse on this one. All right, number 4, Silver. Simple and easy to use platform. Do not joke them that hard because y'all already covered.
So
it.
for all you dum-dums who can't figure it out, go to Silver.
Right. Go to
How
Silver.
about just a site called Stupid? STOOPID.
All right, now here we go. Now wait a minute.
Simple and easy to use.
Right. Now watch this. Here's the one. Stir is number 5. Video chat feature. I would like to know what percentage of people in Stir are using the video chat feature, and is that about?
Well, this is for single parents.
Yeah.
So they want you to see all them badass kids in the background.
And they kids in the other room on Pornhub.
You know what? You're wrong. Now we get to Omari.
Match.
Quick sign up. Quick sign up. Is that in your Bell
They
house?
quick to
Well,
take
the
your
thing
money.
about Match is, I was just getting ready to say, it's a quick sign up because because you can't do anything on Match without subscribing.
Yeah, you got to
There's
pay.
absolutely no features, no free features. So now,
But they do have some kind of an algorithm that attempts to match you up with people based on the questions that you answer. Now, what's interesting is whether or not you answer the questions honestly or not, it still may provide you with a match that actually works. I met Keena on Match.
I answered them. Whatever I said, it's just getting me a bunch of 75-year-old women.
Wait a minute, I'm not finished.
You can have
I
as
had
much
to rewrite
sex
my
as you
shit.
want.
I'm going to have to rewrite all
Yeah,
that
you-
shit.
you
Damn
can-
it.
Stop.
Because you can have as much sex as you want as long as you can stay in the sight of someone your own age naked.
See, now
It's just
these
that
are-
that's getting harder.
See, I want you guys to know these are respected men in this studio.
You did say you had
So-
a big bottle of, was it a
Vaseline?
jar? No, the blue pill. What is it?
Viagra?
Yeah,
you got to learn it if you're going to take it. See, he don't even know. He ain't even got. That shows you he don't take Viagra 'cause he don't even know the name. So it's like, at least you know I got some. If you come to Mari say, you didn't bring no pills?
Oh God, no! All right,
Right.
I'm gonna
See,
get
you
down
know
the
Mario
list.
got some.
We out here.
I got some.
You
Hey,
left we went camping and you left the.
hey, Amari, I got 2 or 3
I
bottles.
invited all these young girls to come hang out with us.
I got expired Viagra.
Right.
2 or 3 bottles expired.
All right. I want them.
You don't even know what to say. You just look at me. You got expired Viagra.
Expired. That shit
They
runs
gave
out.
me too much. You gave me 99 refills.
Damn.
This
I got
is
99 Viagra refills.
this is a 5-second promotional break.
Okay,
Omari,
sorry.
say this is my ethos.
That's what you know.
This is right.
Omari has no Viagra. So
Okay,
everybody
here we
just
go.
remember
This is
that.
my ethos. So now I'm understanding what ethos
I got
is.
Viagra.
I'm out of Viagra, and that's my
Omari
ethos.
don't have none. He's asking about the dose. He don't know nothing about it. He must be going on that nature shit. He probably, because he eat vegetables and shit. Probably still got some wood. Go on, Omari.
Somebody neglected to tell me the same thing they neglected to tell you. At 60, some shit just ain't gonna work.
Sorry.
50% of the men over 45
Oh, no.
have some
I got it.
degree of
Oh, wait a minute.
erectile dysfunction.
Oh, we taking over the
I'm sorry.
ethos.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
he
Give him the
is. He's
ethos
trying to have
back.
you meet some mature singles.
I'm going to Whole Foods.
That means some old people.
I'm going to Whole
Our
Foods.
time.
Wait a minute.
Meet
Let-
mature
let me-
singles. That's old people.
Let's go to number 8 real quick.
No, I want you to meet old people.
See,
I'm doing that on Match.
Vaginal
And they
dryness.
charge me.
Get vaginal dryness.
now let me do this for the people who are not watching and just tuning in because they don't see. There's an Our Time app for older people. They call them mature, but they're
mature.
older.
That's what Omari's mature. He's older than me.
Right. Now the one that
I was getting
You don't
ready to
need no
run out.
Viagra. I got refills.
okay. Now here's the one that is quick and simple sign up. Black people meet.
Meet niggas.
Stop. Stop.
Sorry.
No.
I take it back.
Yeah, no.
Omari made me say it.
Play that clip from what was it we were listening to the other day? It said, you from Compton?
Hey, wait a minute.
That ain't nothing to be proud.
know what?
I'm sorry,
I
family.
should have never done that.
I love
I should've
Coffee,
never
but
done
that
that.
shit
Well,
was
you tried to instigate. He didn't think I say he's sorry. He ain't sorry. Instigating
Black
mofo.
people meet.
You see, he's instigating
No
over
way,
there.
I'm just trying to figure
Black
out-
people meet. It'll be that's where all the white folks go. All the Filipinos be up in there like, oh, speaking some Tagalog.
Oh man.
Well,
Trying to
I-
meet some black people.
Do not send me these.
And
emails.
Koreans own that site.
Okay. All right. Now let's go to the next. The next.
J-Date.
Yes. This is for what?
Meeting
Remember hookup?
No.
Jewish
feature-
singles.
There you go.
I bring my Kabbalah.
Okay. And
I
last
got the,
one.
I got the yarmulke.
Be naughty. Number 10. Live chat rooms, casual dating site for fun, like-minded people, free
Be
membership
naughty.
for women.
Free membership for
What
women.
kind of, what's naughty? What's naughty?
Be careful what you ask for.
See,
free membership for women.
they used to always have that at the sex places. You know, women get in free and men pay 100.
You remember that club that used to be over there on Jefferson? What was the name of that club?
We didn't go there.
They used to let
You
used to
went there.
let all the women in
We
free.
didn't go there. We didn't go there.
The Rose, what was it? Something. The
We
Rose?
saw you. We saw you outside.
Wait a minute.
We saw Mario outside. We decided
I know what he's talking about.
Keep
It's near
driving.
the trail.
Yes.
It's near the hill.
That club.
I don't know
over
that
there.
club.
We didn't get in. That's why we don't
They
know.
used to let all the girls in free.
And we were fresh out of makeup.
And this is my ethos, you guys, because this is going to be an ongoing conversation.
You started
I
it.
sure did. I wanted this link to be first, but I would have never got to the other videos. Okay, thank you, guys. That was my ethos.
Victor Allen's.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's another. You know, this whole show's 90 minutes of your life you'll never get back. just remember.
We ran
So-
over again.
Well, we did a
ran
buck
over.
and a half.
So I guess ever since I've been on board, we've been running over. I need my 30 minutes.
I'm not going to even deal with that right now, Mario. You left yourself wide open.
You sure did.
He needs 30, I need 3. But it's okay. It's okay because I'm, mine, you get some sleep.
I'm happy with 10.
Marius, you have to go fix a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that speed delivery.
Well, we want you now. Remember, remind everybody we talking about dating. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Special, Marius is always good for some wonderful, enlightening community issues.
Beat Boston.
Beat Boston,
Oh,
and then I'll be bringing there.
That's my community issue.
Beat Boston.
Boston.
We don't have anything against the team per se,
Love the team.
but I hate the city. Hate them.
Beat
Hate it.
Boston.
Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
Beat
hate it.
Boston.
All right, so y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
What do we say? Ain't nobody got my DNA. I want to thank Omari Bakari for the rhyming name, Victor Allen. One of the ladies called Sexual Chocolate, Tapery Finger Vic. And the Mario Hemsley, who will always sleep in the wet spot. Come on!
First off, I'm not your regular dude. I bust moves like a young MC. Yeah, sorta, that would be me. Got me thinking about putting down the mic one day. Then I get some more love. Thanks for the love you gotta play.
Hey, Rio.
What can I say? I'm a Leo to the finish, man. I love God, so my faith won't diminish.
Mr.
man.
Dixon's
Once I
in the
step up
house.
to the mic, I speak truth. Hip hop wasn't designed to exploit the black youth, but somewhere along the lines we dropped
Mars
the
ain't
ball.
gonna have nobody.
I mean that man in the mirror, yeah, that ball dude. But now I'm back to right the wrongs of my past world.
I take it in the morning with my Red
Like my name's Earl. Articulate my
think
thoughts.
something's getting ready to change.
Do you remember Rap City with the yes. I'm looking at the front door.
Don't kill
listening
nobody,
to
that's all I say.
Fool,
Don't hurt
what you
nobody.
like, you didn't
You might
know.
hurt
I
somebody.
was spitting when you was a kid. You doing what I did. You know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual. Nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid. You doing what I did. You know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I
Too
be
much
on the
rest.
solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual. Nobody's got my DNA.
Sorry, LinkedIn. You know, we get you too. All our subsidiaries out there. Hey!
I'd rather listen to Tribe or shit alone. You like my raps, but really I write songs. I like to do it like this once in a while to show some versatility and make you all smile. It's been a long time coming, I know. I feel it too. The more I take a break, it's like the more I break through. With my timeless space boy funk. I'm on point, you bless this microphone every time I anoint the pen, the pad. I face the bad head on, escape inside the music. See, my diary's a song, it's on till I write my next verse. Then I go again into the studio. I feel like I flow again. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be in the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be in the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. They say they get me, I don't think they ever got me. My name's Kowalski, but they call me Kawasaki. Online I'm funds, but in real life I'm more like Chachi or Cola. I told you, I'm fucking like granola. Bars, can't you see that I'm a star? Who grabs his own gas in the cold really fast? As I pass on your gold digging stash. I'd rather make my own money, not advance me loan money. I was spitting when you was a kid. You know what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I'm solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid. You know what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. Nobody's got my DNA. Nobody's got my DNA.